This is a 100% cotton t-shirt that's been soaked in soda ash for at least 20 minutes and then spun to a damp state. This is a design I've been thinking through for a bit, and I'm trying to figure out if it'll even work. So let's take a shot at this. Okay, first I'm going to do, we're going to start down here. Well, I did not get that very flat. Let's try this again. That's better. Okay, I'm going to start down here. And just kind of wave around a little. Oh, that's not very fluid. Let's try this again. There we go. I like that one better. So, before we start the accordion fold, this is where the difference comes into play. I'm going to mark these off roughly a 1/16 extra each time. So it was 1 inch at the beginning, and an inch and a 1/16, an inch and an 1/8, and so on. Oh, didn't go far enough on that one, did I? Okay, after a certain point I was just eyeballing it for the most part, because I know I messed up by a little bit. But let's go ahead and make these folds. I'm not too concerned about this being straight over here, so I'm going to skip every other one because that's the bottom. So, accordion folds. Lining up every other one of the lines. So for instance here, I can just go ahead and pick this up and come up here. Then I can pick this up. And then I just keep going down. And I'll just do that one at the end. Alright, so we've got that, and I'll go ahead and try to use sinew on this. Not sure how this is going to work since it's not straight or flat or even. That's the word I'm looking for. It's not even. Well, that's not a good start to it, is it? Right. Plan on just doing a couple per. Looks like it's already a bad start. Alright, let's pull this tight. And let's see if we can't make all of this line up. That did not lock very well. Let's do this again. Another one through here. I was planning on just doing it twice, but it looks like I'll have to do the start at 4. There we go. I'm going to measure this off. I'm going to do a 1/2 inch on the first part. We're going to go, let's go 1 inch, and 2 inches. 3, and so on. So I'll flip this around so I can tie this. Tie that, and then just work down. This isn't the easiest thing to do since everything is uneven. Everything's not or nothing is level. Everything is spaced weird. So it's kind of the idea. We'll see if this works. Cut that off. We'll go back the other direction. And we'll space this off the same. Except for the 1/2 inch part, which doesn't look like it was tied very well. Is that supposed to be a 1/2 inch one there? It doesn't look like it. that didn't hold. I'm not sure I've ever had that happen before. Alright, let's flip this around. And I just put another 1/2 inch in there. Same spot it was. I just made it tight again. Okay, so let's flip this over. We're going to start with the 1 inch this time instead of the 1/2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I'll pull this up as much as I can. And then start tying this down. Oh, there is a lot of twisting going on right here. That's because of the angle I went at, which makes it very difficult to actually get these to go. So we're going to do the best we can. Try to make those make a bit of sense. And then just try to work through it on each one. Where's the next one? There it is. Okay, so cut that off, and then I'm going to use a small rubber band on these ends. Just to keep it together a little. Alright, off to die. Alright, this one I think is just a giant mess, but we're going to go ahead and try it anyway, see what happens. So the center point would be here, and I'm reusing the dies that I had done on another project where it was the different ratios of better black. And I'm not sure if these are being published in order or not, so I have no way of saying last week or last month or whatever. So I think I'm going to go with the lightest in the center and the darkest as it goes. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it's not going to work out for this one. We'll see what we can do. Alright, so the lightest is this center part right here. And I am just going to drench this. And I'm going to the next. And try to get about the same amount of dye on each one of these. That can be kind of difficult because you have no way of seeing anything. Everything is just black. Alright, next. Now these aren't tight, so these can't be precise. I could have gone in and tried to keep it tight and used a different color sinew, but this is more of an experiment than anything, and if it works out it might be something I come back to. And I think I'm going to come back to the lightest color. Okay, I'm going to flip this over. and then I'm going to reverse it. So the center part is the darkest. And keep working backwards. And I realize there's a fair chance I'm going to end up with just a solid black shirt. But that's kind of part of the tie-dyeing, is to experiment with new methods, and we'll see what happens. And I'll let that sit for at least 24 hours, and then we'll see if this is more than just a black shirt. It's been about 30 hours, so let's do the washout. Alright, let's take a look. So this is what I've got so far. I'm not sure how much it's going to change when it's washed, because the black tends to change quite a bit. So what looks solid now may not look that way as soon as it's washed again. Off to wash it.